Yo, how's it going? So, today I want to talk about loneliness. Okay, and this is, and by the way, it's going to be a bit of a fucking rant. I know a few of you watch the rants. Shout out John. I know you watch all my shit. I appreciate it. So now you're stuck watching watching this one too. Um, but I wanted to talk about this because it. I know it's a feeling that a lot of you feel, but a lot of people won't talk about it because they're pussy, you know. So I'm gonna talk about it. Me in terms of how long I'm 28 now, by the way. So I would say for like the last maybe 4, 5, 6 years, basically ever since I came out of college. Okay, it I've been like super lonely. Like that's the fact of it, and I'm not really ashamed to admit it. Frankly, I don't even understand why a lot of people are ashamed to admit it because it's like a human emotion, right? Nobody wants to feel that way. You felt that way or had that experience for XYZ reason. But we're gonna overcome this shit. So let me kind of start talking about it from the start and then talk about how to overcome it, at least ways I've found, and then we're gonna dive into it. I'm gonna take a sip real quick. Okay. And by the way, it's not like I'm overcoming completely yet, but we'll get into that. So when I got out of, I was going to this police academy thing, and I had some good friends there. But when I got out of that, I was just so like my mind was set on making good money, and that's all I cared about. I didn't give a shit about anything else. So I was just like working all day. At one point I was studying like 6 7 hours a day every single day. And this year last year I hit my income goal, the one that I had in my mind of like, yo, this would be it. And I got my dream car as well, the one that I had in my mind. It's like, oh, this is the fucking car I want, whatever. And it's been super lonely because I was always just working, and wouldn't really put the effort to put myself out there. Now, I've also come to realize that a lot of it came from insecurity, which might be the case for you as well, and that's something I want you to implore and understand. Okay, there's in terms of this, what many are calling the loneliness epidemic, there's a lot of moving factors in it that influence it, and I hope I can touch on every single one, at least from my experience. So number one, insecurity, right? This is probably the biggest one. If you're anything like me, you're, as much as you may not want to admit it, you're kind of scared to go out and socialize because you're scared of being embarrassed, or maybe you had bad experience one time, or maybe that one girl you like called you ugly in like grade 7, 6. I've had that happen a few times, right? So been there, done that, and so I understand these things. Or maybe you're just, and I'm a bit of a fucking weirdo, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I know I'm polarizing because I swear sometimes people say shit and I want to make the most inappropriate joke. And I just might get fired. But that's another reason why socializing and stuff can be a little challenging. But with that, all of that said, okay, with all of that said, the main point that I want to get across to you is one, what you're experiencing is very normal, though it may not seem like it. And by normal, I don't mean that you should stay there. I think it's actually very unhealthy. But it's normal in the sense that you'd be surprised at how many people are in that position. One second. And the second thing I want you to understand is it doesn't get better unless and until you take action. Now, in terms of fixing things on just like the friend side, go join some shit you like doing, right? Like, I go to wrestling now. I go to like this fitness class. I've made some friends there. Things are improving. And the main thing, the only like socialization advice I can give you is just try to be interested in other people, not in a fake way, not in the you read it in How to Win Friends and Influence People and now you're trying it. This isn't a fucking technique, you know what I mean? Like, have genuine fucking interest in people and what they do and what they like, what they don't like, and that's also how you'll get to know people who like the same shit as you, and you'll kind of get going that way. But on the dating side, so I guess let's just elaborate on that as well. Like I mentioned, I haven't had like the most success, right? Like, especially throughout like elementary school and even a lot of high school. Girls I would hit on, they wouldn't usually be interested back. So learned that lesson, unfortunately, early on. But there were still, honestly, a handful of cute girls who were into me by the time I was in high school. By that time, I was at least taking some care of my appearance, so I guess that helped. But after high school, right? Like I've basically only ever dated when I get a match on one of the dating apps, which is like as a guy you're like fucking doing Satan sacrifices on a full moon, hoping that shit happens, So, yeah, but it's been decent, nonetheless. I've been with a good amount of girls who were cute, and I've had a good time, but it's just very unpredictable, is all. Like you have no control over that, right? And but this year, and also because I was working and yada yada. So, but this year I've made it in my mind that I'm gonna really tackle the dating side of things and get that knocked out. And the only advice I want to give you on that end is get the fuck off the internet. Like get the fuck off the internet, dude. The amount of indoctrination that I see, I think that's the right word, indoctrination that I see on both the men and women from the online content is ridiculous. What are some examples? Okay, we all know, or at least some of you will know about like the red pill, and like everyone's familiar with those concepts, even if they don't know about them. For example, like guys who will purposefully be mean to girls, because they see it as like a flirting technique. That's like some red pill shit. So like that alpha male sphere, you guys know what the fuck, right? And I'll be honest, I used to like watch those videos. I was never fully bought into them, but there were some points where I'd be like, could this be true? Could this not be true? And like they'll just corrupt your fucking mind because they'll make you think all girls are after is like money, looks, and nothing else matters. And the worst part is like if you get money or you get really good looking all of a sudden or whatever, you do steroids, suddenly you're fucking sexy and jacked, like you will get a lot more attention. So you'll be like, oh shit, like those guys were right. But what you'll fail to see because of your bias, because you're being fucking brainwashed by this shit all the time, is even then, you're not gonna get every girl. And the reason for that is there are girls out there, and I would argue a good amount, who aren't just all about money, looks. Do those things help? Like obviously, duh. But if you're a fucking, you have like fucking spaghetti for brains, otherwise you're not gonna get very far. Okay, so that's my first advice. Get the fuck off the internet. It's gonna ruin your perception of what dating is, should, would look like, yada yada yada. It's gonna make you think everyone cheats all the time and life is just horrific and yada yada yada. Because those are just the posts that get attention. Okay, so I don't know. Hopefully some of that shit made sense somewhere. But the main thing I want you to take away from this is, hey, I'm just as stupid as you, so maybe don't listen to me, and don't listen to anyone on the internet, because again, each human being is just as stupid as the next human being. So trust yourself. But B, what you're experiencing is normal. I know the pain. I know the pain all too well, and it is a very painful experience. There is just no doubt about it. And that's why I've kind of, even this year, I'm still having the internal conflict. I'm like, man, I should just stay home and just fucking grind, man. I could make millions, but if that's what it takes to make millions, it's not worth it. But I still believe I'll make millions. So I don't know where the fuck I'm at now. With that said, again, very painful experience, but slowly but surely, you can rise above it. And follow along on the channel, man. This is the year I'm gonna, get the dating thing sorted out, and I feel confident I'll get it sorted out. It's something. Me, when I put my mind to something, more often than not, I do it, even if I do it in really dumb and weird and ways that sometimes work, sometimes don't. We end up getting to the end goal. So that's it. I don't know. That was the fucking video, but yeah. Let me know. I don't know what you think, but just know you're not alone. You're gonna be all right. All right. Put in the effort daily. Keep on improving yourself. Self-improvement is non-negotiable, without a doubt. That's it.